So here we have me laying the decal out and smoothing out all the bubbles. Initially, you're going to spray the hood and clean it, and then spray the decal, lay the decal down on a flat surface, and peel back the backing paper with the sticky side facing up on the decal. And then you will also want to spray the back of the decal so that you can slide it around on the hood. Once you do that, you will put it in position and be at the point I'm at here in this video, where I am just basically getting it set in place, trying to make sure it's all lined up, and then working out the air bubbles. This can be a very tedious process, and one of the reasons we do recommend professional installation. It's not a hard install, but for some it can be very difficult if you've never had experience with doing a decal. There is also too, you have to be very careful with pushing too hard while sliding the air out, because you can also pinch the decal and cause a crease. Most of the time you should be able to get the crease out if that does happen, but it can create and cause damage to the decal this way. So you're going to continuously go back and forth. One of the things I recommend is getting the fangs lined up, which is the front of the decal. That will make the rest of the decal very easy to install. If you do start from the back to the front, it will be more difficult to get the fangs to line up. It does seem like they don't fit, but they absolutely do. We have over 3,000 installs of these, and we've checked over and over, and they do fit as they should. There will be potentially a small gap between the plastic insert and the decal itself, as we tried to mimic what Toyota does on the Tacoma. And I honestly think it looks great. You can get the front insert from Toyota OEM. We are not affiliated with Toyota in any way, shape, or form, but if you reach out to us, we can get you set up with that. So here I am, just, again, working out the bare bubbles. It is very tedious, and one thing I didn't mention is the spray you will want to use is a water soap mixture. You will want Johnson's baby soap. It has no oils in it, no dyes, and also no perfume, which would react with the decal. So we do not recommend any other type of soap used when making this mixture. And to make this mixture, you're going to want to do about, 5 to 10 drops in a bottle, spray bottle, and then fill the rest up with water, shake it up, and that should be pretty good. It should be a little soapy, but not ridiculously soapy. If it's too soapy, you'll want to redo your mixture. But yeah, so basically also too, if you have issues with it sticking to the hood too early while you're trying to set it, you can lift the edge up, spray some more of that application fluid on it, and you'll be able to slide it around again. Once you do get it in place, get the air out, get it sitting right, it's the next part of it could be very tricky with the hairdryer, but we'll just keep that information here till we get to that part. It can be tough, like mentioned. We've had people where they do not read the instructions and give us a bad review due to just not seeing that we do recommend professional install. I myself have installed probably about 400 to 500 of these, so it's not really hard for me in any way. But even then, you can still see that I spend lots of time working out the air. Again, can be very tedious, but the end look and end result is awesome. I do recommend doing this in the day. It will make it a lot easier than at night, like when I did this. The lettering too that you will get, is you don't see it in the picture, can be applied anywhere on the decal, but that is done after you get it set up and applied correctly. We used to pre-apply it, but people wanted it in different areas, so we decided that we would just include it and they can apply it how they like. We do offer 2 options on our Etsy, one with 1 decal and one with 2 lettering decals. You will notice in the description if you take the time to read it. And that way too, you can have one on each side or have an extra just for the vehicle. And again, this seems repetitive, but you're just going to keep working out the air over and over, slide your hand over it. And also too, one big thing, I would recommend the temperature outside be above 60 degrees. Also too, when installing, do not install if there's going to be a huge temperature fluctuation, because it can cause the decal to shrink quickly and cause air bubbles underneath. So we do recommend having it in an enclosed environment or at least a stable temperature range. It's just the way it is, and there is no way to fix that. That's why lots of installation shops have climate controlled units and do not do this work outside. You're also going to want to make sure to, when laying this decal down, that there is no pine pitch, there is no debris underneath it, or it will get stuck up against the vehicle and potentially rub through. So before all this, just make sure you do clean the surface really well. And yeah, I'm going to let you watch the rest of this as I smooth it out over and over. A microfiber cloth works great. A squeegee with felt works good, but you have to be very careful with squeegees because they can cause creases if pushing too hard. That's why I prefer a microfiber cloth. And with the microfiber cloth, when you get to the end of the decal, the water from underneath will slide out and be absorbed. And the key with this sliding back and forth, getting all the air out, is also to working out any of that slip solution basically underneath and getting it dry. Once it is dry, the decal will stick permanently. And permanently, I mean 5 to 7 years is what they say they're good for. I've seen them last longer. But yeah, they do last. And also to remove this, you can basically do the reverse if the time does come or you just want to change it up. You're going to want to grab a corner, pick it up, spray some of that fluid, and keep doing that as you go along. You may need heat to get it started, but they do remove. I've removed quite a few of them, and it does take some patience, but they do not ruin the paint or anything like that. Also, these can be installed over ceramic coating. I've had multiple customers do it. So any shop telling you it cannot be done obviously has not done it or doesn't have much experience with doing it. Also, too, I would recommend if you bring this into a shop to have it installed and they tell you that it is not the correct type of decal and they'll make you one, that I would probably go to another shop because we know these do work and I've had them on my vehicle, friends' vehicles for years. And most of the time it's the shop trying to just make more money off the customer. Also, too, these have a patent pending. So if any shop does copy them, we will have to take legal action because we spent a lot of time creating this decal and we really don't want someone copying us, even if it is a one-off. So yeah, but here, if you'll watch the video, you will see that I just go back and forth, getting all the air out, and eventually you will see no air pockets anywhere on the decal. And then once you get to that point, you're going to want to grab your hairdryer and put it on low, keep it at least 6 to 8 inches away. Too close will distort the vinyl and melt it and cause it potentially to wrinkle. So you want to keep it at least 6 to 8 inches away and feel the vinyl. Once it starts getting warm to, kind of hottish, you want to take it off. Do not let the film get hot. It will not be good and potentially damage it. So that is a huge, huge, huge thing with the hairdryer. Like I said, keep it on low heat. Go over the decal back and forth from side to side, corner to corner. Once, like mentioned, all the air is out. Small air bubbles will eventually work their way out and just disappear over time with it sitting in the sun. After you do get this part finished and get it all out and use the hairdryer to heat it up, you'll want to install the lettering. The lettering is not very difficult to install. It's like a simple decal. You will lay the lettering down flat, remove the backing paper, leaving the letters on the application paper, and then apply it to the hood scoop decal. Again, we appreciate all our customers, and if you have any questions at all, email us at toyotavinyl@gmail.com, and we'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. And yeah, thank you, and let us know if you have any other questions. Take care, have a great day, and hopefully you'll see in this video that it just takes a bit of time and patience.